Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people.
There he goes! And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Under fire. That's caught. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fights off a defender. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Knight. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Pavia. On the run, still looking. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Caught close to the marker, it's Stowers. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Vandy.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. The grab goes to the middle. It's Kane. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Inside the 15. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And as he throws, he's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going to the running game. Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Newberry. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. Put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the catch, it's Kane. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going up top again. Grab near the marker is Singleton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Auburn going to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Knight. That's caught, it's Kane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. On the run, it's Alston. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Bring in the heat. They're setting up the screen. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll immediately call timeout. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stowers. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Dead center perfect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from Inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Commodores will have it first and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Looking to throw, it's Fabio. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Spence. They get him down with this offensive setup, first and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And and they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Alston. Will not get there. Down stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Reads it, fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So here comes the Auburn offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kane. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Using his legs, it's Alston. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket, and that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Alston. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Now the pitch. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Singleton, extending the play. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
They That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Quick completion on the out route. Able to work his way for 5 yards. He needs a lot more than that, but they did get the clock stopped. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice,